Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, you are highly welcome to this 24th December special edition. Merry Christmas to you all wherever you are. Yes, it is the festive season. It is a festive season. I believe today, tomorrow is holiday, public holiday for most of you guys out there. Most parts of the world, it is a public holiday. Well, we are still working and we need to present to you special ones. At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a season where many are celebrating. I am also celebrating. I am celebrating more because of my club Chelsea as well. Yes, when your club is doing well, you tend to celebrate more. Yes, of course. And remember, Chelsea be having a game on 26th, Boxing Day. Previous seasons, we used to play games on 25th. But this time around, it has been shifted to 26th. Yes, I think in the Premier League especially, no games we played on 25th, on Christmas Eve. So almost all the games we played on 26th, Boxing Day. And I will be careful to bring you every detail. But hey, tomorrow, even 25th, I will still be here and deliver to you all the news that you need to hear. Everything about your club, Chelsea Football Club, you need to know about. But this morning, it is your breakfast, 24th of December, 2024. Your breakfast news in the football world, more especially on Chelsea. Ben Chilwell issue has come up strongly of late. And I want to spend some 3 minutes talking about Ben Chilwell before I move to some other news items. Ben Chilwell, as we know, he is a defender that most of us will love. I personally, he is one of the defenders under Pochettino that I admire so much. Even though Poch was, playing him at the wrong place, wrong position. Chilwell is a left back. I remember very well, Pochettino have been using him as a left winger instead of a left back. Now, today, we've seen Enzo Maresca using certain players in certain positions, which naturally is not their positions. But we are not complaining because we understand the system Enzo Maresca is playing. But under Pochettino, we don't really get the positions. We don't really get the system of play. It was as if Chelsea did not have a clear-cut system of play. So we were complaining, why would Ben Chilwell be used as a left winger instead of a left back? Ladies and gentlemen, right now as we speak, Chilwell has not been part of Enzo Maresca's plans. He's not. He's been training hard, yet he's not been getting a playing time. Not even a minute. Not even a minute under Enzo Maresca that I can remember. And he has been very quiet. He's been training. And we've been told that he's part of the first team. But he has never made it to the lineup, not even on a bench. We've had Conference League plays. Enzo Maresca preferred to use academy players instead of using Ben Chilwell. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Chilwell's situation is not easy for Chelsea right now. We may ultimately have to terminate his contract for him to leave. Because as it stands right now, Chelsea have not been fair to the young man. The problem is, he signed a new contract and on a £200,000 a week wage. With his injury issues, which of course for almost how many months now, let's say a year by a year now, he does not play active football. So therefore there's no injury situation right now. We cannot point to any more injury. Age and loss of form. I also don't want to believe that he has lost form. You can talk about the age. He is only 28 years old. He's not 30 yet. So if you are talking about the age bracket for Chelsea right now, he's one of the senior most players right now when it comes to age. Absolutely no club are willing to pay that £200,000 a week. That is the only problem. Because he's not been active. He's not been playing actively for Chelsea, and so it is believed that he's trusted. Assuming he's been given the opportunity to play regularly and he's active, then we can get, clubs out there that will be interested in buying him. Now, that money is already too much for a fullback. Honestly, unless you are a world-class fullback, that 200K a week is just too much for a fullback. Unless you are a world-class, and you and I, we know, we can never tout Ben Chilwell as a world-class defender. So considering how things are right now, and how certain players think, I believe Ben Chilwell himself won't like to forfeit. He himself will not like to forfeit his wages. That's my opinion. And get a lower wage somewhere else. Chelsea is giving you £200,000 a week for no work done. Unless Chelsea agree to pay him off. Unless Chelsea agree to pay him off, then the player might be ready to leave. And then, in that case, Chelsea will just terminate the contract. Chelsea will have to pay him off. That should be the only way out. Or they may have to pay a big chunk of his wages while they're sending him on loan, instead of losing totally. Chilwell still have about 2 years on his contract as we speak. Ben Chilwell, he still has about 2 years on his contract. Now, one problem that Ben Chilwell has, let me point out, is his height. You compare Ben Chilwell with the current defenders we have. For instance, Tosin, we've seen Tosin perform this week, this week, right? You compare Tosin's height and his area command. When I watched Tosin play against Everton, apart from the dangerous blocks that he made, if you look at the head-ups, the area command, the height alone is an advantage for players like Tosin. And it could be one of the reasons why Enzo Maresca is actually not making use of him. Because as a defender with his height, he is to our disadvantage if we are to use him. Viega is tall, Tosin is tall, Disasi is tall. These are all defenders. And look, Tosin has actually stepped up his game big time. And I'm very comfortable with him in our back line. I am very much comfortable with Tosin in our back line, rather even than Disasi. Disasi still scares the shit out of me. But the truth is that even if you want to put Disasi and Ben Chilwell together, I would still prefer Disasi because of the height and the physique. Ben Chilwell is not. I'm not to say that he's a bad defender or a bad left back. And also, let us take note. We are talking about a left back here. He's not a bad defender, but when it comes to the height, the physique, he doesn't have it. Yet he's on £200,000 a week wage. So you see the disadvantage there. The only option available for Chelsea right now, in order not to distract the young man's career, his future, is either to terminate his contract, pay his full wages, the 2 year remain, pay it, and terminate his contract. He goes out there and find a club for himself, or they send him on loan with in a big chunk of his wages being paid by Chelsea. Maybe Strasbourg could be an option. Strasbourg could be an option, ladies and gentlemen. Well, on that note, let me move to some other issues quickly. It is your breakfast. And like I said, between today and tomorrow, most of the things we're coming up with to analyze our players, individual players, especially the fringe players. The ones that are not playing, the ones that are playing, we compare them. We see the way forward. and we decide on what it is. We are almost at the half of the season. 18 games. It's half of the season we are right now. So we need to analyze players position by position. Next month, we are going to be in the transfer market. Is Chelsea ready to go into the transfer market? Now, let me point out this. You see, we are yet to have a monumental collapse in a game this season. Chelsea are yet to have a monumental collapse in a game this season. And that's because we have been competitive in every game. We've been competitive in every game. We fight for 90 minutes in every game. And it is a very good trait. This current team under Enzo Maresca surprised me because I never expected them to be at this level that fast. Of course, we could still suffer setbacks. Chelsea could still suffer setbacks here and there. But right now as we speak, we are doing quite a good job. Yeah. You see, the fact that at the moment we are always doing well, we are in every game fighting for 90 minutes, does not mean that setbacks will not come. Just like we faced Everton, we wanted to win that game. But ladies and gentlemen, to play Everton at Goodison Park for 90 minutes without conceding a goal and going with a draw, it's a very big achievement. You talk to footballers, they can play on the snow. They can play when it's raining. They can play when no matter how bad the weather, the grass is, but not when the wind is as strong as it were in Everton. You can never see a player like Cole Palmer playing a ball away. To play the ball out. But when the wind at Everton is against you, the wind, dear friend, no matter how the intention of the player is, no matter the leg he used, the feet he used, whether the left foot or the right foot, the wind controls the ball. It makes it difficult. It makes it difficult. So, using Everton game as a yardstick, dear friends, to say, oh, we had a poor performance. Listen, I would say it is even one of the best performances we ever had. Though, clear-cut system or style of play was not identified. I could not identify our system of play because we had to change certain things in order to sustain or to maintain our positions on the field. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to run up. You see, next season, let me tell you something. Next season, with a few loan players joining the team, if we are able to buy maybe 2 players we need, because right now we need to buy 1 or 2 players in the market next season, next summer. Because Wesley Fofana's position with his injury situation, I doubt it if he can be for the long term. Then in our midfield, we need a backup for Casado. Romeo Lavia cannot be in a game week in, week out. So if we can get at least 2, and somebody also suggests we still need a backup for, or we need another player that will compete with Nicola Jackson. Yes, Chelsea, we want to compete. And I'll be ending up on something surprising right now. So we need at least 2 or 3 players next summer. Then we will be able to do and compete well in competitions. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said before I let you go this morning for a breakfast, Manchester United have made contact with Victor Osimhen's representatives. Ruben Amorim is looking for a new striker, and the Nigerian could realize his dream of playing in the Premier League. Napoli wants 75 million euros. Chelsea fans, my Chelsea fans out there, Manchester United is already making contact with Osimhen's representatives. What do you say? Are we going to be looking on and seeing Victor Osimhen playing against Chelsea? How many of you can take it? Can you take it? It will be something else. But hey, we wait to see. Yeah, we wait to see. On that note, dear friends, I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.